Hey everybody, today I got a different video, and this is something that happens to everybody. Anybody that's had a job for a while and or a career or a trade or whatever. There comes a point where you start thinking, am I at a crossroad? Do I need to make changes? Am I okay where I'm at? Where am I headed? Where am I going? And I think I've reached one of those right now in my life. And this is what's happening. At this point right now, I've been a maintenance tech for a few years, and it's good work. I'm not going to say it's not. There's things I don't like about it, but there's things that are good about it. But just like any other career right now, or trade, I'm not sure if I want to stay here or I want to become a maintenance, a handyman. Sorry. Um, and I want to ask you guys too, because you guys may have more experience with this. I've never been a handyman. I've done a lot of side jobs, which is kind of the same thing, but I haven't really relied on that as my income. And this all came from today. I'm down here in Nogales. Nogales is my hometown. Right now, I'm parked here in a little park. Actually, from here, I could see where I went to kindergarten. It's an old little house that's a school. And so I'm down here in my hometown. And what's going on is I have a few rental properties here. And today, I'm down here fixing a clogged sewer line. I was here, half day yesterday, and I had to come back today, and I got some digging to do, and it's going to be kind of a project. But I don't mind because I know when you have rental properties, that's something that you got to deal with. I mean, it's not just easy money. There's work involved, and I'm okay with it. But it is like an hour and a half from my house, so I was thinking, man, I wish I knew somebody down in Nogales that was reliable enough, that had enough knowledge, and I would just pay them. I mean, this weekend was Thanksgiving. Last weekend, my grandfather passed away, and I spent some time with him, but without I wasn't working, and then when we did the funeral and all that, and I've had a lot of things going on in my life, and I was hoping, man, I wish there was somebody I could just pay that was reliable, that was knowledgeable, and I know it would cost me, but I wouldn't mind paying it to get it done. Which is something that I can do, but I wish in this case I could have paid somebody. Which gets me to thinking that if I was a handyman and I could get jobs like this without having to have a regular, 7 to 3:30 or 7 to 4 job that I have to be there every day, and that's only limited on the amount of money I can make. Before this, I'll tell you that I have been a licensed contractor. I am a licensed contractor, so I have done homes and commercial buildings and stuff like that. So I do have experiences in running a business, but it's very different than being a handyman because in this case, if I became a handyman, I would not hire people. I would not hire helpers. I would not have a payroll. I would just be my own. And I know that limits me to the size of projects I can do and the amount of money I can do, but I would be okay with it because if I did things right, I could probably make more money as a handyman than as a paid hourly maintenance tech. Because I mean, as a handyman, I know there's a limit on how much you can do a day, but in 2 days' work, if I reach my limits, I could make more money than I do all week with overtime as a maintenance tech. So there's things that I would like about it. Of course, being in a company, working for a company has its benefits. I know them. You have paid holidays. You get some sick time, which is not really that much. I mean, it's because they're not paying you that much. So, I mean, they're saving a lot of money on what you're doing. So it seems like they're giving you a lot, but in reality, I mean, I think our skills are worth more than what we're getting paid, honestly. But I'm not complaining. So this is what I've been thinking is if I leave what I'm doing and I start doing handyman work, it's not gonna be that easy at the beginning, like any other trade or any other career change or life change that you make. But eventually it becomes easier. I know that, and that's why I'm doing this video. Maybe you guys have more experience on this. I know the biggest factor is where you live, who your clients are gonna be, and what your competition is. I already know that, and that's pretty general everywhere. I live in Arizona, so cost of living is going up a lot here. Pay rates are minimum wage is going up, but our rates are going to stay the same. So in a sense, we're taking a pay cut because if everybody else is going to make $15 an hour and we're making, let's say, 20, well, I mean, we're only $5 away from minimum wage now. So I mean, it's not that much, and that's not my rate. I'm just using a number. So I've been thinking if I leave what I'm doing and I start doing handyman work, and with the experience I have, the tools I have, unfortunately I don't know that many customers yet. And I know you could advertise online, and there's a lot of apps that you can use to start getting your first clients and stuff like that. But I'm still kind of hesitant because where I'm at, it's pretty safe. I get my paycheck every week. I'm okay. But then again, like I'm saying, but I'm just gonna reach a cap. I can only physically I can only work so many hours, and there's so much I can make per hour, and that's it. That's it. And right now I'm 45. In 15 years I'll be 60. After that, I don't know how much longer I can work. I do have all my Social Security points for Social Security. I don't know if that's even going to be around by the time I retire, but I do have the points, so it's not about that right now. I mean, even if I stayed for the next 15 or 18 or 20 years, I already have the points. You can't. Once you get your points, that's it. So that's not a factor in me right now in my situation. I do have some rental properties that I own that are cash flowing, and I'm almost done with those payments. And so in a few years they'll be all just cash flow. No more mortgages on those. About one of the properties is like 3 years away, and the other one's about 7 years away. So it's not that far away. Actually, two of the properties are 3 years away, and then one 7 years away. So in a few years I'll be okay. Then of course I do my YouTube videos. There's a little bit of money in that, and it's nothing major, nothing big. I'm not gonna live on that, but it does help. I could do more YouTube videos if I was on my own. But that's why I want to do this video. What do you guys think? What's your advice? What's your experience? If you've been a handyman and a maintenance tech, or if you've just been one or the other, tell me what you think. Tell me your experiences. Like I said, I've been a contractor before, but that's really, really different. I mean, once you have a crew and payroll and all that, I mean, some projects you're counting on you're gonna do this in 2 weeks, and if it takes you a month, you're just losing money. And if for some reason it takes you a month and a half, then you're gonna have to take some money from another project to finish this one. Because you got to pay your guys no matter what. It's not their fault. It could be their fault, but really it doesn't matter. You still got to pay them. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me what your experiences are. Tell me what you guys would you guys rather be a handyman or a maintenance tech? Maintenance tech, we have to deal with the on call. And like in my company where I'm at, they don't really pay you that much. I mean, they pay you since you leave your house till you come back, and that's it. There's nothing else. That's it. That's what you're getting. You could be on call all week, which means you can't really plan to do anything or do anything. And if you don't get any calls, then you're not gonna make any money. But you still gotta be around your car, around your tools, in town. So it's not really a good deal. If I was a handyman and after hours, I know I could charge a lot more. I mean, 1 or 2 little trips of a handyman job at night or after hours or weekends would be probably more money than what I could do in the company all week. But I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I would really appreciate any feedback I get from you guys. Of course, I'll still be making videos. If I do handyman, I'll be making more videos. Well, you guys have a great weekend.